Hello, parents and guardians of East Valley High School class of 2022, this year's seniors. I am Mr. Rovick, the new college and career coordinator for the high school. While I'm new to this role, I'm not new to the district. I served as the Gear Up coordinator for the class of 2023. I've been there with them since 7th grade. I did 2 years at the middle school with them and followed them at the high school. I've been here the past 2 years, but this opportunity opened up, which is very similar to that role. However, I get to serve all students, and so I jumped at the opportunity, applied, and was fortunate enough to give to it. So here I am. In this video today, I just wanted to introduce myself, but also talk a little about stuff we have going on right now as it relates to college applications and financial aid. It's not because we think college is something everyone needs to do, but it is a timely thing for those who are thinking about doing it because applications for financial aid and colleges are starting to open up, be due with priority deadlines. So when we say college, right now we might be talking about four-year colleges specifically, but we're talking generally about any post-secondary education. So four-year colleges, two-year colleges, and community colleges, because financial aid applies to all of them. So right now, one of the most important things many of you should be considering is financial aid and the FAFSA. That is the free application for federal student aid. It is what gets you access to the most aid. And some people have the misconception that it's only for federal aid. That is not true. While it does give access to federal aid if you're eligible, it is also sent to each state, which is the second biggest pot of money to give out to students. And in this state, Washington, we have some scholarships and grant programs that technically I think go up to middle income. For instance, the Washington College grant for a family of four, you can have an income of up to $102,000. So again, that's the second thing the FAFSA helps with. Thirdly, it is then sent to all the schools your son or daughter has chosen to apply to, and they have money to give to students. So the FAFSA, I encourage all families, if their student or daughter is thinking about going to any post-secondary education that accepts financial aid, which many, many do, all the publics do and many privates do, that they fill that out so they have access to those three forms of financial aid if they're eligible. That form opened up October 1st. It's only due by when the school wants it due. Right now, there are no school due dates that I've been made aware of. I can't say I know them all. Most of them maybe start December-ish. Some want it earlier for special scholarships, but you've got time. But I tell students, let's get that out of the way so we don't have to worry about that. To support that endeavor, in the email I sent, there's some links with a lot of information about financial aid. There's two events coming up next week. On the 27th, a state agency is doing a virtual FAFSA completion night, and I helped volunteer at one of those. It can be a little different, but there's a ton of help there. They had like 20 volunteers from colleges, actual financial aid officers. They're online, getting in breakout rooms with families and students to kind of answer questions about the form. And then the following night, we're actually doing a live event here at the high school if you'd rather do in person. Myself, and I have someone from the Washington College Access Network coming, and possibly someone from a college to help do a very short presentation, but then sit down with you and either start your application, maybe help you where you're stuck, or ideally we get through and maybe complete the application that night. And depending on your circumstances, sometimes it can be done in as quickly as a half hour or less. Sometimes it can take a little longer, but these events are made to help you understand the form and feel like you're doing it correctly. So again, those are two events next week. Keep an eye out. More information will be coming up, other events, because it will not stop then. School Links I want to talk about really quickly. If you have not heard, that is our college and career platform our students use. You as a parent or guardian have access, and many of you already do. We started this platform last year. What it does is it's where we have our students complete their high school and beyond plan, which is a requirement to graduate high school. But more importantly, it's a great tool, I believe, for them to start exploring career and or college options. And that's what we have them doing as part of their high school and beyond plan. You as a parent can go in there, you can explore with them, you have access to those same tools, and more importantly, you have access to the stuff they've kind of shared in there. What is it they've favorited it? What do they say their goal is to do after high school? And maybe that can lead you to some conversations with them. So to get access, I have a link in the email to create an account, and then you will need a code for your son or daughter to verify that you are actually their parent or guardian, and then you're good to go. So I would highly recommend, if you haven't, maybe talking to your son or daughter about that and getting access. You can see that and use that as a tool to help explore college and career options for them. That's it for the moment. You look forward for more information coming from us. We have a website in construction. I hope it's available in like a week. I'll send out another email when that's up because I think that will also have some valuable information. Then obviously, please email or call. If you have any questions, I'd love to chat. We can set up a meeting and talk sometime. Again, to help your son or daughter start thinking about, getting excited about, planning for, and be ready for whatever option they choose after high school. Take care.